Oh, great! What a oh my god! What a what a, what a fantastic way to start the video. The moment I'm about to talk, I inhale fucking spit. That's great. Oh, that's great. Oh fuck! Let me drink some water. What a great start to this fucking great video. Oh man! All right. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. And if you'll pardon my dumbass drownage of my own spit, we got something spicy from someone new, Matt Morse TV. We've never reacted to Matt Morse, to my knowledge, and I just saw this in my feed, and it's like NYC Democrat is in hot water, and the context for this is the current mayoral candidate for New York is literally a communist. Yeah, he has stated that he wants to make the state communist and that he wants to run it like a socialist state. And it's like, what? People actually, like, bro, the people in New York need to get their fucking heads out their asses because how do you, how do you fucking, like, bro, the people in New York City are genuinely retarded for voting in an actual communist. Like, holy shit, dude. I don't even know why we allow the Communist Party in America. In my opinion, like it should be like dismantled and not be allowed to exist. Cause, dude, communism's bad. The Nazis were communist. Therefore, by liberals' own logic, anyone who's a communist is a Nazi. So I don't know, honestly, like, bro, it's fucking stupid. But anyway, let's get into it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears as if the progressive left's brand new communist poster child, New
So
York
retarded.
mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani, has just found himself in some hot water.
Good.
You see, as you all know, Mamdani is a self-avowed communist who wants to turn New York City into a complete and total hellscape with his radically progressive policies. But folks,
Oh my god, dude. Like I said, I don't know why we allow the Communist Party to even exist in America. Like, haha, funny memes. Yes, there's a Communist Party in America. But, like, why do we allow it, honestly? Like, oh yeah, I get the whole, like, freedom of speech and all that shit, but it's like, bro, these people are literally anti government fucking communists. Like, why? Why do we allow them to exist in American soil? It's the dumbest shit, and in my opinion, we shouldn't have a communist party.
here's the deal.
And the fact that we
Mamdani's
do is fucking
dangerous
retarded.
agenda is not just a local New York City problem. No, in fact, it is a direct threat to America's national security, and
Yeah, it
President
is.
Trump is not going to let it slide.
Good.
But you know
He
what?
shouldn't.
Take a look at this. Mamdani actually openly supports the terrorist group Hamas and
Oh,
lied about
Hassan Piker orbiter. Who would have
ties to
guessed?
terrorism as well as
What?
communism.
The communist is in favor of terrorism? Color me shocked, Batman. Like,
When he
what?
became a U.S. citizen just 7 years ago. And so
Bro. All right. He became so he was an immigrant and he became a citizen. Honestly, they should strip him of his citizenship for fucking terrorism. Genuinely.
that is why
See, Tennessee Republican calls for Mamdani to be denaturalized, deported. I agree, he should be, especially if he's spewing anti-American rhetoric and is pushing for anti-American government laws and shit. Yes, he should be fucking kicked out of our country. Like, what?
Republican
This is the
Congressman
dumbest
Andy
shit in the
Ogles is
world.
demanding that Attorney General Pam Bondi revoke Mamdani's citizenship and deport him back to Uganda, where he came
Yeah,
from.
I
But beyond
agree.
that, President Trump himself could actually invoke the Communist Control Act of 1954.
Look at see, like the Communist Control Act, an act to outlaw the Communist Party to prohibit members of communist organizations from serving in certain representative capacities and for other purposes. Yes, I agree. He should enact this because this is a threat to national security and a threat to our country. What?
To stop this radically progressive terrorist supporting communist, dead in his
It's
tracks.
the same take I had when we were fucking having those fucking idiot animals rioting in California. He should have enacted the fucking the Insurrection Act and sent in the military to fucking clean shit up.
And keep him from ever becoming New York City's mayor. And if you want to know why shutting this guy down immediately is so important, take a look at this.
Bro,
Mamdani plans to pay for all of his insane communist policies by hiking taxes on, quote, richer and wider neighborhoods.
Ah, yes. Good old racism. Just what the Nazis love, racism. I mean, come on. Look at this shit. Shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expensive homes in richer and wider neighborhoods. That's just outright discrimination. Like, bruh. How is this communist at all? You're gonna tax richer and wider neighborhoods? That's not communism. What happened to equal share? Maybe the overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs should put in a little more effort to compete with the to make a little more money. Honestly, actually, why are you even taxing them? Just get rid of the taxes and give them the whatever they want. I mean, that's what communism stands for, according to them. So why are you just gonna tax them? Just don't tax anyone. Adoy, just don't tax anyone, and there's your problem solved. Everyone shares in the same equal burden of not having to pay taxes.
Exposing his blatant
Like, it's so
anti-white
stupid.
racism. But ladies and gentlemen, as if all
What?
of that isn't bad enough.
What? The colored fucking communist is racist towards white people? Oh my god, Batman. We've uncovered the fucking hidden truth that everyone with fucking more than a fucking 10 brain cells could figure out.
Take a look at what he had to say on his recent appearance
Oh
on
god,
CNN.
it's gonna be
play.
terrible.
So when people say democratic socialist, right? And I'm curious.
There's no such thing.
I mean, do you like capitalism?
No, I have many critiques of capitalism.
Kick
and
him
I think
out.
ultimately, the definition for me of why I call myself a democratic socialist is
You're just
the
a
words
socialist.
of Dr. King decades ago. He said, call it democracy or call it democratic socialism. There must be a better distribution of wealth for all of God's children in this country. And that's what I'm focused on, is dignity and taking...
Bro, these people genuinely don't understand that capitalism is the mortal enemy of communism. Actually, these people know that, which is why they try to destroy and abolish capitalism to push their communist socialist agendas that honestly don't even work. And we've already done a video on why it doesn't work. And you literally have it from people who escaped the USSR and who escaped fucking Nazi Germany, literally stating that capitalism is the #1 enemy of communism. And that capitalism is the main fucking driving force of communism not being able to succeed. And honestly, capitalism, albeit it has its flaws, but it's not the system that has its flaws. It's the fucking the company owners that have their internal greed and always want more and more. That's the real fucking flaw. It's the people in charge, not the system. The system's perfectly fucking fine. It's just the people running it.
on income inequality. And for too long, politicians have pretended that we're spectators to that crisis of affordability. We're actually actors, and we have the choice to exacerbate it, like Mayor Adams has done, or to respond to it and resolve it, like I'm planning to do.
And so, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
there you have it. Mamdani himself admits that he despises capitalism and wants to solve all of New York's problems with...
He says with his fucking silver rings and his expensive watch and his designer suit. Ah, yes, but I hate capitalism.
his communist, anti-American
All right.
agenda. Here's the reality. Mamdani's radically progressive policies, like free handouts for illegal aliens,
That's
do
retarded.
nothing but screw over hardworking American taxpayers.
Illegal
who
aliens
actually
shouldn't get jack
contribute to
shit.
society and play by the rules. And get this, Mamdani also plans, if elected, to release all of New York City's violent criminals out of prison and back onto the streets. Take a look.
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary. And
Yeah, because they're stealing shit, and the means of which they steal shit is very violent. Like, bro, this is literally just trying to push a narrative that the rioters and looters didn't break fucking windows and shit to go in and steal crap. Like, bro, yeah, it's a violent crime. You're stealing shit.
There happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to
No,
be
it's
very
not.
clear that what is
How
happening
retarded are you?
with these district attorneys.
I'm sure that if someone were to come up to you and hit you in the back of the head with a brick, you'd say that's pretty fucking violent. So how is it an artificial... Like, bro, you're fucking retarded. Dude.
That is violence. That is violence at the highest degree.
Ladies and gentlemen, very
Holy
clearly,
shit,
this
dude.
guy is absolutely insane.
Yes.
He actually thinks that violent crime is just some sort of racist social construct.
Yeah, that's
In
the
truth,
dumbest shit in the world.
Mamdani's plan to empty New York's prisons of every single violent criminal is absolute madness that does nothing other than
Bruh.
endanger everyday hardworking Americans. And on top of that, he also plans to block federal ICE agents from doing their jobs inside of New York
You
City.
can't do that.
Really?
That's illegal. You can't do that. The federal government supersedes all other forms of government. Trying to prevent federal agents from doing their job can send you to federal fucking prison. Like, holy shit. How fucking retarded are these people? It's so funny. They'll launch a No Kings protest. Meanwhile, they're the most authoritarian fucking dictatorial motherfuckers on the planet.
He just wants violent criminals and illegal aliens to run free through the streets of New York.
Yeah.
But so,
fucking
folks,
retarded.
I want you all to take a listen to what President Trump's...
I can guarantee you he fucking lives in this fucking gated neighborhood with 24-hour armed security where he doesn't have to fear for his life. I can guarantee you that. This fucker has never once been to the ghetto.
Reporters are Tom Homan had to say about all of this. But first, I do want to say real fast that if
let's
you guys
go,
enjoy the
Homan.
daily news updates, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a lot. But okay, play the clip.
Mayor candidate. He hasn't won yet, but he won the Democratic primary, Zorain Mamdani. So he's saying, I mean, this is incredible. He's vowed to kick the, quote, fascist ICE out of New York City, okay? So how do you intend to deal with that? Because I would guess there are going to be a lot
Arrest
of
them.
criminals and Iranian cells and whatnot in New York City. The job's not done there. What do you say to this guy?
Good luck with that. Him every day, every hour.
Like I said,
We're going to be in New York City. Matter of fact, because it's a sanctuary city, President Trump made it clear a week and a half ago. We're going to double down and triple down on sanctuary cities. If we
Good.
can arrest a bad guy in a county jail, one agent arresting one bad guy, they release him in the streets like New York does every day. We got to send a whole team to look for this guy. And not only that, we're going to send additional teams to look for all the people they arrest. We're going to concentrate sanctuary cities because we know they're releasing public safety threats and national security threats back to the street. So we know we got a problem there. So we don't have that problem in Florida where most sheriffs work for us. So we're going to double up and triple up on New York. And not only are we going to send more agents to the neighborhood, we're going to increase worksite enforcement tenfold. If we can't arrest them in the jail, you're going to force them in the neighborhood, then we'll find them in the neighborhood. If we can't find them in the neighborhood, we'll find them at the worksite. So game on. We're coming.
And so, ladies and
Good.
gentlemen, there you have it.
like, bro,
Reporters
that's
are
real
Tom
fucking
Homan
good.
is
Yeah.
vowing that ICE will override...
Bro, they should literally just denationalize him, take away his citizenship, and kick him out of the country. People will bitch and moan that it's the government abusing their power and whatnot to, like, get rid of the opposition. But no, we're getting rid of an actual threat to the American way of life and to the American people. This dude wants to bring in mass fucking waves of criminals and shit into the country and release the ones that are already here, only to terrorize actual American citizens. Like, holy shit. How fucking retarded do you have to be? And honestly, shame on all the people of New York City who fucking voted for this guy and who are currently voting for him. Shame on all of you for this shit, dude, because it's fucking ridiculous.
Mamdani's resistance, promising to flood New York City with hundreds or thousands of ICE agents in order to enforce federal immigration law.
Good.
And let's be honest here, Mamdani's communist dystopia would absolutely destroy New York City, driving
would.
businesses and residents alike to flee to other states like Florida, which is
God,
thriving
no.
under
Please
America
don't.
First policies. Mamdani's plan to slap higher taxes on the whiter areas of the city is nothing but another
blatant
disgusting
racism.
example of the progressive left's never-ending anti-white racist agenda. But you know what bothers me the most? Mamdani's rise is pushing New York towards total economic collapse. all while he hides all of his virtue signaling progressive ideals. The reality is, Mamdani's radically
Like, bro, what the fuck are these rings, dude? Look at these sterling silver rings. Oh, but yeah, he despises capitalism and is in favor of communism while wearing his designer suit with his designer fucking tie and shit and his fucking haircut that's on point for all these interviews. Oh, but he despises capitalism so much.
They are, but they are also a deliberate and explicit attack on everything that makes America great, from our country all the way down to our national safety. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is why President Trump's America First agenda is really the only way to save New York City from becoming a complete and total communist hellscape. So thank God that President Trump is back in the White House, and thank God that they are actively working.
Imagine if Kamala had won. Holy shit, dude. This country would have been in ruin.
Make this country great again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up, I do want to say real quick that we officially have a Morse News Twitter page as well as a Morse News Facebook page. So if you use either of those platforms, please go down below and drop a follow
it's
in order to get breaking news updates that relates to everything we talk about here in the YouTube videos.
God, it's fucking hot today.
But everyone, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. So please go down below and drop a comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. Please like the video while you're down there. And like I said earlier, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a ton. Thank you.
Oh my god. Yeah, go like, subscribe, comment America #1 and all that shit if you believe that communism is quite literally just a form of oppression. And if you believe that this dude's a Nazi because he's a communist, because, you know, we gotta use liberal, extremist, leftist logic against him. So if you're in favor of communism openly, like this fucking dude is, then you're a Nazi. And I mean, he's clearly is, because he's fucking using actual Nazi rhetoric of discrimination and oppression. Like, bro. But they won't criticize that. Well, they know, because he's a communist. He's a democratic socialist. Like, bro, there's no such thing as a democratic socialist, dude. No such thing whatsoever. Because in socialism, the government controls everything. Like, bro, the people have no say in anything under socialism. They don't get a vote. The government controls everything. It's a single-party state. But people don't fucking seem to understand that and think that, oh, our system's flawed, when our system literally gives people the right to fucking speak their minds and criticize the government. Tell me, how many people criticized Nazi Germany and actually got to live without being persecuted for the rest of their lives in Germany? Very few. Actually, none. Every single one of them got fucking persecuted to high hell. But yeah, like, it's stupid as shit. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. Remember, the world is uncertain, so be safe, protect yourselves out there, and always question everything, believe nothing, and always seek the deeper truth, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.